Okay, YouTubers, this is what you're to expect when you take out your magnaclean professional filter or other neodymium centrifugal magnet filter from your combi system or your central heating system, be it sealed or whatever. There's where it came from. 2 valves for isolation purposes. Sorry about the light, it's not great. But you'll witness now what we'll expect. Just undo this now. Okay, and there we have it. Slide that down flat, and that's it. Okay, that sheath is nice and flat, but you can see all the muck. It's going to be quite hard to video this, so I just get my finger and just, it's a magnet. The magnet is actually attaching all the magnetite, which is like, basically if you like iron filings, rust on the system. Pretty nasty. It's not too bad though, it's been in a couple of years. See what the walls are like when we turn it out of it. Yeah, crystal clear the water. The odd little bit of magnetite in the bottom, but nothing major. Leave that in there. But this is what we're trying to get rid of. This is probably maybe 6 months, 12 months. In certain systems you might find that when you take it out it's this thick, this all the way along, this thick with stuff, and that's because potentially the system wasn't flushed initially with the new boiler's been put in, or someone just put it in, not even bothered flushing it properly at all. Nothing, no chemicals were added to loosen things up initially on the pre-commissioning chemical flush. There could be lots of reasons why. But this is, also this will keep natural corrosion at bay, because a central heating system that's not been inhibited correctly, you'll have more chance of rust formation in the system. So therefore, over time, it will attach to this magnet, and that's pretty much it. What we can do is we'll clean it off and leave both hands for that, and then I'll restart the video. Okay, so I've withdrew the magnet, which is this part, from the sheath, which is this part. I'll now clean this part and I'll wipe that part. Tiny little bits of magnetite and stuff get in, ever so just get inside the sheath from in here. But there's nothing you can do about that. But I'm going to clean off this part now and show you what it looks like when it's nice and clean. Back in a minute. Okay, YouTubers, we're back. Nice clean neodymium magnet, quite heavy. There's your bleed point on the top there, but that's your magnet. This is the sheath, nice and clean. Now you'll notice this part, you can see this tiny cap comes off, and if you look inside there, it's like it distributes the water evenly through all of these little tiny holes. You'll see, it'll make more sense. The water goes through, straight away through, passes over the sheath, and obviously the sheath goes back on the magnet, and there's your canister. And that's pretty much it. So once you've put it all back together, like so, and slid it back inside there, twisted the cap up, back in, like so. You can then tighten it all up, reconnect it to your valve ends, make sure it's nice and tight, not too tight, and then twist the cap, open the bleed vent. Once you've opened the valves, of course, allowed the water to come in, make sure you've got no leaks. Once the water's stopped, you can then open up the bleed vent, bleed a little bit of air out of it, and then you're pretty much done. Turn the central heating on and away you go. Every 6 months or every 12 months at the latest. With something the way this is now, and how much muck that we got off this neodymium magnet, I would probably say you'd get away now with every 12 months. But if you're first, I don't know, 4 or 5 or 6 months of installation, and you come back to check this, and then you find that it's absolutely rammed, then you'll have to do it more often until such time as you get to the way this one was. Through the passage of time, less and less and less magnetite will be attracted to the actual magnet, and therefore you know that the system's in good state of repair. Keep up with your inhibitors. The inhibitors do exactly what they say. They inhibit the formation of corrosion, rust in the system. Hydrogen build-up basically kills the bacteria in the central heating system, which gives off, it basically defecates in the system. That goes down to a mulch. It then starts to give off gases. The gases then hydrogen. Hydrogen is quite a corrosive gas, and then the process just goes round and round and round until eventually you've got some really dirty water, lots of magnetite or corrosion in the system, and it's a bit of a battle to get on top of sometimes. So these magnets, and there's lots of different ones out there. This just happens to be a magnaclean, but there's lots of different variations. Fernox do one, and there's other makes as well out there. They're all anywhere from 50 to 80, 90, 100 pounds, with a battery of chemicals that come with them. Installation is really simple. General basic plumbing skills. Breaking into the central heating system, return, this should be on the return back to the boiler. Don't forget, the reason why we're putting this on is because there's a big massive pump in most combination boilers, and big massive magnet inside, and you don't want all of that muck getting attracted to the inside of your pump. It makes sense. You don't want it in there, so this captures it beforehand. And that pretty much is that. Leave any comments in the box below. More videos to follow. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.